All right, with the start of the new year, let's talk about 6 outdated hairstyles and what you can do instead. All right, we are so excited about what's to come in 2024, right? With hair, with makeup, skincare, all the things, right? But before we can get to all the new stuff, we got to talk about the old stuff. What's out of date? The first thing that's out of date is extensions that are way too long. Just like everything else that's coming out, the makeup trends, highlight trends, things like that, it's all natural, believable. I love that, right? Natural, believable. You can still get hair extensions. They're just more at a more believable length, and a lot of people are using them for volume as well. Just keep that in mind. Another thing that's going out of style in the new year is the blonde face framing. That ultra, like, bright pieces around the face. We're still seeing that, but we're not seeing it as bold of a chunk. So instead, you might want to opt for, you can still do some money pieces, but just a little bit finer. Have your stylist maybe not start them right at the root, maybe not make them as bright, as in your face. Something else that's going out of style, I know it kind of came in for a smidgen of a bit, but is the bold chunky highlights. I think we played around with them a little bit in the last half of 2023. I don't think they're going to make a comeback. I really think that more subtle techniques are the way to go. You can still have highlights and you can have a few bolder pieces scattered throughout, but to have the big chunky stripes, that's not sticking around. Okay, another trend that's probably not going to hang out that much longer is the platinum blondes. Platinum blondes, they're beautiful. Those icy tones, those platinum colors, but they're high maintenance and they do a number on your hair. Okay, if you don't have healthy hair to begin with and you try to do an icy blonde, platinum blonde, it's gonna wreck your hair. So I think with everything else, like I said, natural, believable. Blend your highlights. You know, if you are platinum blonde, have your stylist maybe help you grow it out just a little bit, blend it, bring that root color out just a little bit. You can still have pieces of iciness, but it just to have the whole look as an icy blonde, probably wouldn't recommend it for the 2024. One other thing that's going out is high maintenance. High maintenance anything, to tell you the truth. High maintenance roots though, meaning like when you put your highlights all the way to the root area. I know there's a lot of us out there that's still old school and that's what we expect and that's what we want. However, that's a lot of maintenance, right? You have to be in that salon as soon as that root starts growing out. Let your stylist do more of the painted on look. Bring your roots out a little bit. That way you can go longer in between services. It just looks a little bit more natural and it'll save you a lot of money in the long run. If you do need your roots done though, just go in and have your roots touched up, not your highlights. And about every third time, have your highlights touched up. Another trend that is really, it's one you don't really think about, overdone balayage. That happens when you're going in for your balayage touch-ups, if you will, and they keep painting on, and then your ends are really light or different color than the root area. It almost looks like an ombre effect. Ombre is not making a comeback. Just make sure that when you're getting a balayage that you're just seeing pieces of it. So that means that your stylist might need to go back in and put some low light, paint some low lights throughout just to break up that brightness on the ends. It'll still be nice and bright. It just would be a little bit less ombre-like. Bonus, how about some hair care staples for 2024 that might be fun or maybe you haven't even thought about that you might need for your hair? One is a repairing treatment, like you've seen them out there, Olaplex. Basically what they do, they go in and they repair the bonds that have been broken down from getting your hair colored. It'll actually make your hair feel and appear a little bit stronger. There's lots of brands that have bond builders. My favorite brand, of course, is Euphoria. You guys know that. They have one that they sell now to the public. It's wonderful. The one you guys have probably heard of the most is Olaplex. Another staple you might want is a texturizing spray. I love it. I use that a lot. Okay, so say you blow dry your hair and you don't really want that stiffness of a hairspray, but you want a little bit of oomph in there, a little bit of hold. Get yourself a texturizing spray. It's wonderful. They do have some texturizing sprays that you spray on before you curl your hair, and it actually is a heat protection too. Talk about a 2-for-1. Wonderful. Living Proof has one. It's like a dry volume texture spray. They sell it all over the place, Ulta, Sephora, things like that. Also, something else you might want to consider is get yourself a new tool to use on your hair. I have a new tool. I'll be making a video actually pretty soon of how to use it. It's a flat iron curling iron combo, but they have all kinds of fun new tools out, you know, blow dryers with brushes attached so you can blow dry your hair. Dyson has that air wrap that's out, wonderful tool. So get yourself something new to play with your hair, do something different with your hair. Hope these tips helped. I hope no one's offended. I look forward to the new year, seeing more beautiful, natural, believable hair out there. I think it's going to be a good year. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for being part of this community. If you think you have anybody who would benefit from hearing this or seeing this, please share it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, do all the things. And remember, when you know better, you do better. I'll see you next time.